I'm roving reporter Jenny Dietrich with Inside PR. I get to walk around. Do me a favor and introduce yourselves.
Absolutely. I'm Jenny Durbin. I'm Vice President of Corporate Communications for JetBlue Airways.
Awesome.
Hi, I'm Tori Neville. I'm a manager of communication for flight operations at JetBlue Airways.
Okay.
And I'm Phil Wolotsky. I'm with MWW Group.
And are you here in New York?
Yes, we're here in New York.
All right. So talk to us about why you're here tonight.
Well, we're honored, obviously, to be even considered for a silver enamel.
Oscars of the PR industry.
We have it on our calendars as Oscars night. So the brand is very much alive and well among the PR community. We're here tonight representing the project that we worked on last summer. It was a union challenge for our pilot group. And many people may not know this, but JetBlue is the only airline, the only major airline that's completely non-union. We enjoy a direct relationship
I didn't know that.
with all of our crew members. And we get a huge business benefit out of that. We are more flexible and fast to market with things for customers. But really, it's about our culture. We want to continue working directly with each other and not have a third party manage communications or any efforts internally.
Sure.
So as a 12-year-old airline, we had our first major challenge in the union field, and we came together and built a program to inform pilots what their choices were and why we believe that a direct relationship is in the best interest of everybody.
That's awesome. All right, so tell us, what happened?
Well, after we found out about the challenge and that it was occurring, we sat down as a team and we started to kind of build a schedule from the beginning to the end of the program when we knew that the vote would happen.
Right.
And we sat down, we created not only kind of some target dates for communications and things we knew we needed to happen, but we also formed a team of specialists, an interdisciplinary team of specialists to support us in our efforts, which was very important to all of us. And then after we built the team, we filled in all of the gaps throughout the time period with varying topics of interest to the pilots, things that would educate them, things that would empower them to make a decision so they would feel informed. We really wanted to be very factual and very honest. That's very much a part of the JetBlue culture. Integrity and honesty and that kind of transparent attitude was very important. So that's kind of how we built the campaign.
So I think the lead up in terms of the planning phase from when we were notified of the election to the actual election date was just under a month, and then the elections lasted roughly I think a month and a half. Yeah.
So it was less than 90 days.
Yeah, it was a pretty quick time frame to turn all of this around.
Yeah.
And it was something where, very much in line with what Tori was talking about. We wanted to communicate those values that are so close to JetBlue of integrity. And also caring, but also one of the challenges that you have to deal with when you have a transitory group, because pilots are constantly, it's not like there's a headquarters and folks can,
and they can talk to one another.
So it's how do you reach them? And that was really one of the main challenges we encountered. And then also, what's really important to them and understanding those things, and then making sure that the communications were, not only on point, but in a way to make sure they triggered discussion, and then making sure that we were able to engage at a high level with key executives, and also having online means of finding things out. So we had posters and bases, we had postcards that went to homes, we had a mobile optimized website called JetBlue Facts that we uploaded 15 different videos to, and everything from direct sort of straight talk from executives about hot questions to Q&A that were submitted, and actually on the website there were over 100 questions submitted, and we answered just about every single one of them. So within 48 hours. So it was something where it was a very robust program.
Did you guys sleep during the
Not so much.
Yeah.
Well, you look great now.
and I will say too, a lot of credit goes to the JetBlue executive team too. I mean, over 30 base visits over this time, so literally carving out an enormous amount of time in their schedule to visit all 4 of the key bases.
Wow. So obviously there's one big result.
Yes.
And that was?
That was the highest voter turnout in National Mediation Board history and the largest percentage win of any company that successfully kept a direct relationship.
So how long ago, when did this end?
August 16th.
It was mid-August, August 16th.
So almost a year ago.
Yeah.
How's the feeling now?
I think we've gained a lot of momentum from all the efforts that we put in. Obviously, it was a very robust and intense time for communications. But it also reinforced to us that the most effective form of communication is always going to be face-to-face. Nothing is ever going to replace that. And there are legitimate concerns that all crew members have, and being able to communicate what our plan is to address those in the way that we would like to, the way that gives a benefit to our culture as well as to our product. Now we have to live up to that. And I think over the last year we made a lot of changes. I think a lot of pilots are satisfied. I think there are still legitimate concerns, and we just continue to improve the relationship, not just with pilots, but with all crew members.
That's great. So I'll ask this of each of you. One thing that you think PR pros should take away from this campaign?
You have to believe that you're doing the right things.
You have to believe you're doing the right thing, okay?
You have to surround yourself with a team of people that you trust and that are experts in their niche area to support the overall goal of the campaign.
Great.
And I'd say really take the time to understand who your key audience is. What's important to them, how do they prefer to receive communication, and then actually executing on that, once you've actually sort of figured that out.
Well, big night tonight. Congratulations to all of you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for hanging out with us for a few minutes.
We appreciate it.
Good luck tonight.